Kevin Hunter is getting a taste of his medicine. He went on social media to cry and say that he has to sell his assets. I wasn't expecting for all of that to happen. I figured that him and the mistress, after the divorce from Wendy Williams was finalized, him and the mistress would have got married, but no, she left. I just hope she knows that she planted a seed of deception, and being a mistress, she will also be dealt with. So I hope she doesn't think that, oh, she got money, a car, that it won't be dealt with. Yes, you will. Also, the two of them have a child together, so the sins of the father is very real. So Kevin Hunter's crying. He has to sell his assets. My thing is, you got a nice chunk of money from Wendy Williams, and you squandered all that money. And then early in the year, he had the nerve to go back and ask the judge for more, and the judge denied it. Thank God. Like, no, that's not how that works. You should have stayed with your wife. But I'm glad Wendy divorced him. She's not getting back with him. So people don't have to worry about Wendy getting back with him. Her health has to improve. And also, with her not doing the show anymore, I'm pretty sure she's finding better endeavors and other things to do. And her getting back with him is not in her best interest. But let this be a lesson to people that are deceptive and greedy. You cannot think that you do stuff that are morally wrong and think that you will not sow that seed. So you cheat and are greedy, and you think you're going to get seeds of growth, prosperity. No, that's not how that works. Whatever you plant, whether good or bad, that's what you will reap. Now, it may seem in the beginning, oh, you're getting what you want, but no, that's not how that works eventually. And even if you don't get what you reap, what you sow on earth, best to believe you will get it on Judgment Day. Because let me tell you something. The sins of the father is real. Kevin Hunter has two children. The older son that he has with Wendy Williams, I'm kind of not too fond of, because he too seems entitled, but so far he's there for his mother. But last year he was exhibiting some behaviors also, because he too was saying, oh, the apartment I have with my mom, I have two, and it costs so and so. And I'm like, that's not our business, and that's not your money. You need to go and work and have goals for yourself and not mooch off of your mother. And even if, see, children that are coming from well-off families need to ensure that you are, that you're continuing your parent or parents' legacy. So if your mom worked hard to build her legacy, then you have to ensure that that generational wealth continues. Not just spend, 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 and then think that this lavish lifestyle is going to last forever, because no, that lavish lifestyle is expensive. As you can see, his father, Kevin Hunter, has to sell his assets, because I'm not sure why he thought that shopping and buying these cars he did not need, because how many cars will you drive? Does it make sense to have more than two vehicles? But again, it's not my money. Be mindful that when you're in a relationship with someone, especially if you benefited from that relationship and that person generally loved you, you don't leave them and then think that, oh, I don't need them, I'm just going to suck them dry and then I'll be good. No. What Kevin Hunter should have did was invested that money, multiply it, and then he wouldn't be crying on social media. But no, instead you decide to spend. Then the side piece decided to spend, and now she's gone, but she'll be broke also because, again, they were living off of Wendy Williams' money, and people are saying, oh, well, she got her karma. Let me tell you something. When you're in that industry, doing radio, a talk show host, they get paid to gossip. Now, them criticizing people harshly, they shouldn't do, but again, that's what they get paid to do. Wendy Williams may have said stuff that she shouldn't have said, but again, it does not warrant her husband that she took vows for to mistreat her. So people could say that she deserved it, but not by her husband. You took vows and she deserved to be respected, especially if you're the highest breadwinner in the household. Like, no. I don't feel bad for Kevin Hunter. I'm not going to laugh at his pain and suffering because that's not funny and you should never do that. But it should be a cautionary tale for people to be mindful what they do to other people and spend your money wisely. Inflation and the cost of living has gone up. So you can't be spending money and think that, oh, you're going to get more. No. If you don't have a backup plan and you're not investing properly, all that money will go to waste. And now I wish Kevin Hunter well. He should find a job, a career, because if he so-called help Wendy Williams with her career, then he could be an agent or somebody else's assistant. So I'm not sure why he's crying when he could just go apply for jobs like other people that's unemployed. Welcome to the unemployed list. He may have to file for unemployment. Not to be funny, but you're crying about your finances. Hey, you may need to get some assistance from the government, the state, and hopefully that will help you. But him selling his assets, yeah, that will help him. But he needs to get a job. Living smooching off your ex-wife, I should say, because that's his ex-wife. She's not taking him back. So I don't know why he's crying, expecting people to feel sorry for him, because they're not. If anything, the majority of people are laughing at him, and of course, knew that this was going to happen. It happened very quickly, but we all knew this was going to happen. Yeah. Before you have any regrets in life, just treat your spouse with respect. If the marriage goes left, you settle, you get your money, you spend it wisely, because again, after the judge decides, and that's another thing, spousal support is temporary. That's not long term. As a matter of fact, certain states go by how many years you were married. So if y'all were married for like maybe 5 years, you get spousal support for 5 years, or you get a large sum, but that's not permanent. I don't know why people thought that spousal support is permanent. No. And if you're going to work, if you're not going to work and live off that money, you should make sure that you have a backup plan and invest, because again, you're not entitled to long-term spousal support. Nobody is. So people need to research when they get married or seek marriage therapy, because and a lawyer, especially if you plan on getting a prenup, because people think that, oh, that's like child support. Not even child support is long term. That's up until the child is 18 to 20 years 21 years old, if they decide to go to college. If not, then you're paying child support up until the child is 18. But these supports are not long term, they're temporary. So that gives you enough time to invest and get yourself together, because once the money is gone, you'll be broke, and you can't run to the judge saying, oh, I ran out of money. I need more money. No. And I'm glad the judge told Kevin no, because that's not how it works. You're supposed to spend that money wisely.